want to build a 5-to-1 mechanical advantage. We know that for a simple mechanical advantage, we've got to have as many lines running down to the load as we want mechanical advantage. So in this case, to get a simple 5-to-1, we've got to have 5 strands. So basically, our load is at that end. If we just lay out the rope like this, you can see that we now have 5 lines. So as long as we follow the principles for a simple mechanical advantage, which is that the anchor end pulleys don't move and the load end pulleys do move, then we'll automatically have a 5-to-1. So laid out like this, I can just set down my pulleys in each of the bites on the rope. Then I can set down the anchor pieces. So this one would connect to that anchor, and then this would connect to the anchor as well. Down here we'd need one here and one here. Then we need a prusik to attach this pulley to the main line. And then to give a 5-to-1, this also needs to attach to that main line. So be careful here, you've got 2 different loops, 2 different pulleys, all coming into one prusik. And that's going to tension the system. And then of course to capture any of the rope, we need to now put our tandem prusiks right here on the main line and connect them into our main anchor. So that's how you could lay it out on the ground and see that you're going to have a simple 5-to-1. So with our 5-to-1 mechanical advantage, we have our main line coming from the load, coming up through a prusik so that it can pull up through the tandem prusiks to capture our gain. It's coming down through the pulley, back through another pulley at the load end, up through an anchor pulley, back down again, and up to where we're pulling. So basically we've got 5 lines running down in a simple pulley system. That means we get a 5-to-1 advantage. Now, if you needed to calculate that using the T system, we have one coming in, one coming out of the pulley, so there's 2 at this end. This one continues on up, comes back down, one going in, one coming out of the pulley, so there's 2 here, 2 and 2 is 4. The one goes up, back through the pulley, comes down and joins here at the prusik, so 4 going into 1 gives us a total of 5. So we have a 5-to-1 mechanical advantage on this simple pulley system. When we build a 9-to-1 mechanical advantage, basically we're creating a 3-to-1 that's acting on a 3-to-1. So 3 times 3 gives us a 9-to-1. So if you remember, when we built the 5-to-1, we had 5 lines coming in. All we have to do to modify that is move this last cord up so that it's acting on this rope and creating a 3-to-1 here and another 3-to-1 down here. So it's a 3-to-1 acting on a 3-to-1. So now, once again, I can just reach up here for a compound 9-to-1, compound because it's 3-to-1 acting on 3-to-1. I'm going to put my pulleys in those loops. I'm going to attach this pulley to the tree, this pulley to the anchor. This pulley is going to be attached to the main line with a prusik, a single prusik, and this pulley is going to be attached to this segment of rope with a carabiner and a prusik. So now if you cut this off right here, you'd see a 3-to-1, and it's being acted on by another 3-to-1, which gives us a 9-to-1. So now we're looking at the 9-to-1 mechanical advantage. This is a compound pulley system because we have a 3-to-1 system acting on another 3-to-1 system. So 3 times 3 is 9. So in this case, we have the main line coming up from the load through, again, the hauling pulley, or hauling prusik, comes up through our pulley, comes back down through the pulley here. At this point, this would be a 3-to-1 system. Now continuing on up, goes through the pulley, comes down through this pulley, and is attached with the second prusik. So you have the upper 3-to-1 acting on the lower 3-to-1. Now if we use the T system to calculate this, we would show 1 coming in and 1 coming out. So 2 at the bottom here. 1 goes up through the pulley, comes back down. 1 joining with 2 gives us 3. 3 comes in, 3 comes out, so that's 6 at this end. 3 continues on up through the pulley, comes down, the 6 meets 3, which is 9. So you have a compound 9-to-1 pulley system.